Hey, this is Ryan from Web Eminence. If you're a photographer and you want a website, there are a lot of options and I cover many of them on my channel. One popular option is buying a premium WordPress theme designed specifically for photographers. You can check out some of my other videos on installing WordPress and setting up your hosting, but in this video I'm going to do a quick review of one photographer theme from TemplateMonster.com. You can pick up this theme for $75 currently at TemplateMonster, but I actually have a 15% discount code and you can find that in the description under this video. So this is the sales page for this theme called REMI. You can find it by searching for REMI, R-E-M-I, at TemplateMonster.com. I'll provide a link in the description of the video. I'm going to go through the live demo for this theme to show you some elements that I like about this theme specifically for photographers. And then I will also install it in WordPress just to show you what it looks like on the dashboard backend of WordPress. So this is the home page of the theme. Right away you see it's very clean with a focus on the images, which is always going to be good for a photographer. So one of the first things I'll mention is the different header options, and you'll see the left menu option here, and then another one is called, they call this the default. This one is called minimal, and then this one is called centered. So you get 4 different layouts for the header. If I click on elements here, they show me some of the theme elements. Some of it's just design, font styling, lists, block quotes, alignment of images. So these are built into the theme, styling, or just the functions that the theme provides. If I click on biography, that's just an example of a single page layout. So if you create basic informational pages on your site, this is an example of what it could look like with a featured image and text. So this might work for an about page or a bio for you or your photographers in your business. So this theme really revolves around what they call projects in the WordPress backend, or they're specifically created for this theme. So if you go to the home page, you kind of see how this theme functions. This home page will already be created for you if you upload the sample data, and you can do that by following the instructions when you download this theme. So if I scroll down the page, you'll see these different images, and these all link to different project categories. So if I was to click on one of these, it would take me to a project category page, and that's this page here, and this is what it looks like. And then there's different projects that can be clicked on. And it functions similar to a blog, but the projects are a little bit different. So this is one project that has a single image, and then you can click on one of these images to scroll through that gallery. So there's really a featured image and then a gallery of images. If I go back to that category page and then click on this one called Gallery Project, this is an example of a gallery project. And you see, you scroll through and it actually has this little carousel at the bottom, which is kind of cool. It shows you the next image, so you can go back and forth and you can click on these below. So you can see how this would be great for a gallery of the images, maybe for a specific event. Maybe each event or photo shoot would be a project, and then you could create different project categories for different types of shoots, like maybe family sessions, maybe one of them is weddings, other special events, business, commercial, whatever works for your photography business. And there's a few other project types. So there's a standard project, which is just a featured image and text. Image project, I already showed you. I showed you gallery project. And then there's a video project. So let me click on that one. And that one actually just has an embedded YouTube video with some text. And then there's also an audio project. So here's the audio project, and go ahead and click on that. And it just loads an audio player at the top with some text. So most photographers maybe won't use audio. I could see photographers using the video if they're creating some kind of video slideshow or collage of an event. But most photographers with this site are probably going to utilize the projects and create, the gallery project, and then maybe just create, like I said, the different categories of photo shoots that could then be displayed on this page here. So even though most photographers will probably use the projects with this theme, there are also blog posts formats. So if I'm still in the theme demo, I'm going to click on post formats just to show you a few of these, and they're very similar to projects. The image post format is just a featured image and text, so really a standard blog. I'll click on the gallery one here and show you. So this one is a featured image with text, and then there's a gallery within the post. And then there's video and audio post formats, which are similar to the project formats that I showed you. And then I'll show you the quote because that one's different. And that one's just a featured image with a quote and then text. So there's different blog layouts as well: listing layout, masonry, grid. You can change the sidebar settings to left, right, or no sidebar. So that's pretty much everything the theme offers. It's pretty simple, which I think most photographers like. It's one of the things I like about this theme. It's very minimal, and like I said, it puts the focus on your images, and it's very artistic. You can see with some of the animations when you load. So if you put your logo here and then you're clicking around, it'll show your logo as different pages are loading. And you could probably turn that off in the options as well. So now that I've kind of shown you how the theme looks in the theme demo, let me go into WordPress where I installed the theme just to give you an idea of how you'd actually build your site with this theme. So right away, if you're familiar with the WordPress dashboard, you might see a few changes like projects, and these are where you'll build the projects that I mentioned. After you install this theme called REMI, you're going to be prompted to install a number of plugins that are going to extend the functionality of this theme, and actually they're required in order to use this theme. And a bunch of them are Cherry plugins, which you can watch my other video on the Cherry framework, which is a framework built by the TemplateMonster team. So a lot of their themes utilize the Cherry framework. So there were a number of plugins that were required, like these Cherry plugins here, and then this Columns for Bootstrap and Contact Form 7. So you can check the theme documentation for instructions on installing the theme, installing plugins. There's even instructions on installing WordPress and then importing sample data. So I'll look at posts first, and these are the blog posts. I imported sample data, so there are some blog posts already in here. Just to show you what it looks like, there's a standard WordPress editor with some layout options. You could change the header for each page, which is kind of cool. So every blog post can have a different header, I guess. Can change the sidebar options, and here are the post formats that I mentioned. So gallery, image, link, quote, video, audio, and status. So if you have a blog or want a blog on your photographer site, you can utilize these posts and these different post formats. So media, pages, and comments are all part of the core WordPress functionality. But let's look at projects, because this is probably what most photographers are going to use. So here are the sample projects that I uploaded. I'm going to go ahead and click on edit for the standard project. Here again, you have the sidebar options, and then here are the settings that are given for each project. So you have general settings where you can add images, change the layout of the images, column number, image margin. You can change the gallery, images, turn navigation on and off, infinite scrolling, thumbnail position, and then audio and video files can be uploaded in these tabs if you want to utilize them. So for a lot of photographers who just want to create these gallery projects, you'd go into gallery and add your images here and then change some of the settings. So let's see what happens if I change some options on this video project. I'm going to go ahead and click add images. I'll just use these sample images and add a few of them. Click add images, set the thumbnail position to the top. And under general, there's a few options that I'll show you here. Project details, so let's just say detail test. And there's project skills that can be added, so let's just say skill test, and you could change the value of it. So let me update this post. And actually, here's where you select the categories, project categories, which can be changed here. So going back to that home page I showed you, where I suggested a photographer might have like weddings, family, business, this is where you'd create those different categories of projects under categories here. And then when you create a new project, you just select which one it goes under by checking the correct box here. So now that I updated that one, let's just see if it looks different. So photographers might not need that, but the details might come in handy just to create a quick list down there. Maybe you'll find use for these skills too. There's one other thing I'll show you, and that's under appearance. You can click on customize. This is going to allow you to change the look of the site. A lot of you are probably creative types and are wondering, can I change it from white? And I believe you can. If you look at colors, you can change background color for the main part of the site. You go to styles. For the header, you can change to the different styles I mentioned here and view it live. Here's probably where I would change the background color to a darker gray or whatever color you want. And if I go back, see what other options are in here. There's typography for all the different headings, background images. So you can change the color pretty easily and view it live using the WordPress customizer. And another thing I should mention is the widgets. So under appearance and widgets, there are some elements of this theme that are managed using widgets. So here's a sidebar you can customize. And then there are some different sections of the site like header, full width area, before content, after content. So you can add different widgets here on the left into these areas and just kind of experiment with what happens and what types of changes you can make to the main site design using these widgets. So that's an overview of the REMI theme from TemplateMonster. I think it's a good, simple and elegant theme for photographers, so I wanted to cover it here. Hopefully that helps you out. For any of you that might be interested in using this theme, again, check out the link below my video and make sure to use that discount code for 15% off. I do plan on doing some reviews on other options for photographers. You can check out some of my website builder reviews, including Squarespace, which is popular with a lot of photographers, and actually give you a look similar to this site a little bit. And I do plan on reviewing some specific platforms that are designed for photographers. So make sure to subscribe, and I will also link to those videos here when they are complete. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.